Hey, scrappy friends, this is Mags from Mags Graphics, and I have some new products I want to demonstrate to you all today called the Crossword Canvases. There's the Crossword Canvas and Tiles pack, and then there's a Crossword Canvases bundle. Now, obviously, as you can see, it's not technically a crossword, it's more like Scrabble, but Crossword Canvas had a better ring to it with its title, so that's what they are called. And I thought I'd show you some of the things that you can do with this. I'm going to hide this layer first, and this one. I actually want this one first. This is your base product, the Crossword Canvas and Tiles. It gives you first a 12 by 12, actually 11.5 by 11.5 grid here, which is the board. Each of these little boxes are photo drops. Then you're also going to get the alphabet tiles that have the letters and also numbers, and then also some basic symbols. And I've added some little score numbers to it so they do resemble Scrabble tiles. But I have made all of these from originally a blank wooden tile. Then these come as a drag and drop over here from your embellishment tab, but they are also in the alpha set in case you just want to type out a title, normal horizontal title. You can do that with the alphabet part that has the basic letters, numbers, symbols. But we also have some decorative tiles down here that are just for fun, just to add to your layouts. A whole assortment. There's animals and pets. There's some emojis, some basic food, sports, learning, photography. We have some different holidays, some decorative corners, just some random titles that could be lots of fun. And so in this first pack, you get your 1 11-inch canvas, 26 letters, 10 numbers, 20 symbols, a blank, and 136 of these icon tiles. The other pack is our Crossword Canvases bundle. This has a bunch of pre-made canvases that are ready for you to drag and drop your photos in. So if I zoom in, set 1 has kitten, puppy, baby, and then general fun or family. Set 2 has school, sports, travel, and wedding. Then we have birthday, Halloween, and 2 different Christmas ones. And then in this particular bundle, there is a scrapbooking one that is a free bonus that is only included with this bundle. But I thought I'd demonstrate and show you some of the things that we can do with this. So we're going to go to, let's see, go to a fresh page. And then back to our content. Sorry, it's thinking. First thing I'm going to do is add this to the page. I would suggest that for now you leave it grouped. As soon as you ungroup it, all of these different boxes will be loose and we're not quite ready to do anything with them. I would also recommend that you lock your background so that when I'm moving things around, I don't mess with it. And I'm actually going to lock this as well. If you're just starting with a blank canvas, you now have lots of options to fill in. Maybe I want to do something with my family and their names. So I would add in the M, and I'm not going to worry about placing it perfectly right now. I want to kind of just see what we've got here. There are a couple ways you could do this. I prefer to be able to just lay them on top and cover these boxes. But if this was ungrouped, you could actually add this into one of these photo drops, but then it's locked in that place. And I don't want to do that. So we're going to add Maggie here. And I'm going to pull up the letters for David, which is my husband. And I'm going to connect him here. And actually, I think I'm going to make some adjustments. So already, I'm going to move Maggie down a little bit. And it doesn't have to be perfect because, again, I can change things. And I'm going to move this over here. And in our I, another D, Then we need Jack. So we'll add J, A, C, and K. And then finally we have my son Luke. So I will add this over here. Now, once I have these set up the way that I want them, I'm going to take some time to now line them up a little bit better. I'm going to flatten these, or not flatten, I apologize, wrong. I'm going to straighten these either by lining them up across the middle or the bottom, whatever gets them in a line. Same way with ones for Maggie. I want to straighten up David, make sure they're all lined up together. Looks like I've done a pretty good job keeping them all straight anyway. Now, to make my life easier, I'm going to select all of these tiles. And for purposes of this illustration, I'm not going to add any more words, but obviously I have a lot of room that I can work on. I'm going to go up to Format. I'm going to add a shadow. I really like for this a custom shadow that's 12 and 12. It's not as heavy as this big one that makes it seem a little popping off too far off the page, and the 6 seems just a little bit too small. I like 12 and 12. I'm going to add the shadow, and then I'm going to group these because now I have some choices and I can move this around the board. Maybe I want to move it down towards the bottom and use photos up in this big section. Or maybe I want to put it up here, and now I've got some options for photos at both ends. Or maybe I want to put it more into the middle. And thinking about, is there any other word I would want to spell? Unfortunately, a family won't quite fit the way I've pasted this, but that would have been a good one too. Let's stick it right here. All right, now I'm going to lock that because it's in a good spot, and I'm going to unlock the back. When I made this, this was the first layer, the top right, or top left, apologize, grouping. We're going to ungroup it. This is your first one that's way down here at the bottom, and this one is your last one. So here's what I'm going to do now. I could certainly fill all of this with little photos of all of us, but I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Down here in this segment, I have 6 squares, and I'm going to take the last one, and I'm going to bring it and cover the other ones until it lines up by these little green lines that show me I'm all lined up. And basically what it has just done is covered up the other ones. If you accidentally choose one and it's not covering, you can delete and turn off whichever layers that you want. I'm going to make one that's up here. Also, I'm going to put one up here. And this is where you can really experiment with how you want to do this layout, because you have so many photo spots and you can decide, do I want that many photo spots? Or do I want to play around with ones that are fewer photo spots, larger pictures? And you just keep adjusting to make it fit. And obviously you can see that I don't have these quite lined up at the top. There we go. There we go. Maybe I want to do that down here. And I can keep some of the smaller ones for some of our little photos. I think this would look better if I expanded it just a bit. And here. Keeping in mind that I could also turn some of these spots into journaling spots. They don't all have to be photos. But once I have set up where I want my pictures to be, now it's a good time that I can go in and drag and drop in some pictures of our family to finish off with a task. So I'm going to see, I have easily some pictures of just Dave and me together to show you how this would work. I can just drag and drop in. That's an older one when we visited the Space Needle. This is one of us when I think we were much younger. Yeah, let's see. I might want to maybe stick in a picture of our dog. And then obviously I would go back in and pick up pictures of the boys and start filling in my own custom canvas. That's how the base one works. Now, I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to group it for now so I can hide it and just keep working on this page. So I can show you some of the other canvases. I have added both here, crossword canvas, should be everything in here. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. So here are some examples of if you were to take, this is that one that is the scrapbook freebie that comes with the Crossword Canvases bundle, and it's all ready to go. So all you need to do is add it to your page and ungroup it. Now I can either start choosing some background papers for this. I can drag and drop in my photos. If I want to change something out, I certainly can. You can see that all of these are on separate layers. They have a shadow attached to them. Again, if you're going to be messing around with a lot of pictures and you want to lock these in place or group them, that might be a good idea so that you don't accidentally move something that shouldn't be there. Here's another one of the crossword canvases that comes in that bundle. This one is for cats, and it has one of the little decorative tiles attached. But you can see how you can keep moving these around. And even with this one, if I wanted a, oops, sorry, grouping, ungroup, sorry. I've got a chance to ungroup. Now underneath this, you can see there's not all of the different tiles, and that's not a big deal because I can take something like this, copy, paste, and I can just add them back in over here. So maybe I want to have those smaller and then make an adjustment there and then move these below the tiles, obviously. Let's see here. This is when grouping all of your letter tiles together is helpful. But now it's back into underneath all of the words. So you can see how you can customize these. I thought I'd show you some of the pages that I made. This is with one of the pre-made canvases in the Crossword Canvases bundle. I did it with photos of our dog Ranger. It's still loading. Thinking, measuring, spinning. There, I think it's about ready to post it, perhaps. There we go. So you can see it was easy to add some paper from the Playful Pets bundle. I also added a mat right in here just to lift it off the page, added a title, added one of the embellishments from the Playful Pets bundle. This one is one of the Halloween ones. Goodness, I must have a lot open today that it is struggling to open the next page. Here's one from Halloween. So I used the Autumn Days bundle to add a background paper, a mat, a little bit of a title, and then some pictures from Keener Park back in 2002 when our oldest son, who is now 24, was 2 or even less than 2. And then here's one that I made on my own that was not a pre-made page. I often scrap with some of my scrappy online friends called the Busker Group, and we take a lot of silly photos while we're Zooming. And so I made one with all of our screenshots and a little flat of me using a body from the Bitmojis that you can find. So these have a lot of potential. You can create them any way that you want, and you can use them again and again. And I just know you are going to have such a great time using all of these. I cannot wait to see what you come up with as well. If you have any questions, send me a message, and I hope you will post your layouts in the Mags Graphics fan group so I can see them. Thanks for watching.